What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Outpost, and during Sony PlayStation State of Play, we saw a trailer for Aeon Must Die, and it was pretty interesting, but even more interesting than the trailer is what we found out after the fact. The fact that almost everyone at the developer, Limestone Games, has quit prior to that trailer even seeing the light of day after allegations of abuse, harassment, and IP theft. The fact that this game may be stolen. It is a crazy story. It's really just starting. I think we're going to see a lot more from this coming out soon, but I want you guys to know what we know. From Game Revolution, rumor, Aeon Must Die devs quit studio ahead of State of Play trailer. So they quit before the trailer even came out, and then once it came out, it really started steamrolling. Now, the first place, as far as I know, that we really saw it was right here. Play Disco Elysium. All Aeon Must Die devs quit the studio this week due to crunch and lack of payments, and the trailer was outsourced to artists without contracts. And then links or tags Jason Schreier and puts a Dropbox. Now, this Dropbox is full of so many things. Let's see if we can go back even a little bit further here. Look at all that's in this Dropbox. I've only just scratched the surface and looked. Luckily, there's going to be people that are digging through this thing. But the Dropbox has a ton of information that you can go check out for yourself. But this was, here it is. Look, Aeon Must Die original version, truth in description. Someone's trying to speak out about it. This trailer was created with abuse, manipulation, theft. Find out the truth about the development of this game here. Links to that Dropbox. People who have worked on every shot of this game are no longer with the company holding IP rights. Some were not even paid for their work. This trailer has a pending conflict of IP. The real IP for the game was stolen from the creators via foul play. Final reaction of the publisher to this information remains to be seen. And this really started getting around and blowing up. You see, oh my god, the Aeon Must Die situation gets even worse. Apparently the publisher just effing stole the IP. You can see this. Sony's State of Play is happening on the 6th of August, which it did. One of the planned announcements is Aeon Must Die, AMD, a game created by people who in June of 2020 were forced to leave their former studio, Limestone Games, along with its founder, creative director. The reasons were unbearable work conditions with endless crunch, harassment, abuse, corruption, and manipulation. When the team acquired an attorney to figure out the truth behind all the conflicting information and pressure, it was also discovered the company and the entire IP was covertly taken from the founder. So they stole, this is what the allegations are, that they stole the IP for this to create this game. Multiple attempts at establishing dialogue and remedying the situation internally were shut down by the management and majority shareholders. There is a lot here. They also say that all the software the company had was pirated using illegal software. Wow. That is another story. But let's take a look. This is kind of, those are the big hitters, but this is a little bit more structured in this article here from Game Revolution. The world premiere trailer for Aeon Must Die debuted at today's PlayStation State of Play. However, the game's future is apparently in peril. A person, presumably involved in the game's production, has come forward. It is important to note, these are all allegations, right? We don't know this person. They are just a person online that posted this. Now, those documents are highly detailed, and people are giving a lot of validity to the claim at this point, but it should be noted that it's just that, allegations. Have come forward with the accusation that many people involved in the game have resigned from developer Limestone Games. Allegations against Limestone Games include crunch, which, whatever, a lot of studios are involved in crunch these days, harassment, abuse, corruption, manipulation, and IP theft. It's claimed the Dropbox contains what was sent to the publisher, founder, or Focus Home Interactive, minus documents that would be personally identifying. According to the accusations, the team behind Aeon Must Die attempted to take concerns to Focus Home Interactive in hopes the publisher would step in and mediate. But obviously, like we read, they had no interest in that. The shareholders had no interest in doing that. Limestone Games CEO Yaroslav Lysenko harassed the members as the date of their departure from the company came closer and eventually unlawfully fired them. That is what they're saying. The documents explain During the first week of August, Focus Home Interactive head of legal finally had a short call with the team. The accuser states that the head of legal was ignorant of any documentation or complaints sent to them. Even after numerous reminders throughout the preceding months, the Aeon Must Die team was encouraged to cooperate, and the State of Play trailer would be, quote, an amazing push for the game. So when we see this big thing that's published on PlayStation State of Play, you have to wonder how involved Sony could be in all of this, without any knowledge whatsoever, or if it's just a game from a publisher that they're showing in their State of Play. With these allegations, it does make you think that how often does this happen? How often has this happened in the gaming industry where someone creates something and their IP gets stolen just like that because maybe they didn't do a couple things they needed to legally protect it, but it may not be illegal, but in this case it sounds like it could have been. But it's shady either way, there's no doubt about that. Other allegations listed from individual employees include sexism. That one I'm going to roll my eyes at because that is basically what every single workplace in everywhere ever is being accused of at this point in time. So not that there's not any validity to it, I haven't read the details, but whenever I hear that anymore, it's almost like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, because it's almost every studio, there's accusations of that. Improper handling of COVID-19 isolation and unpaid work. The most diabolical of these, here it is, getting into this IP theft, is that the CEO manipulated the founder and CCO into signing documents, giving him ownership of the Aeon Must Die IP and making him sole representative of Limestone Games. It's alleged the CEO continued working on the game for years under the assumption he still had control of the IP, and when he had no more rights than hire a new employee. Dang, that is messed up. And you can tell if this is what happened, it's no wonder that so many people resigned, that they were so upset and so hurt over what had happened that they just quit the studio. It's going to be interesting to see what's going forward with this. More information available in the Dropbox, and the case against Lysenko is compelling. No third party has authenticated the documentation, but it lines up at first glance. I agree that it's very detailed. It would take quite a while to produce a fabrication of this magnitude. However, neither Limestone Games nor Focus Home Interactive have made a statement yet, so for now, we'll have to take these accusations skeptically. And I would agree, you should take them skeptically because you shouldn't just believe anything that comes out on the internet, right? You should follow up and do your research. Jason Schreier was tagged in that. This is a big story. I would be surprised if Jason Schreier didn't try to profit off this in some way, do a story about it, probably dig in deeper. I imagine over the next day or two, we're going to hear a lot more about this story, get more of those details. But it is kind of crazy, the idea that that trailer goes up and you have all these people coming out and saying these things. Now, it should be noted that this is the world premiere trailer. It only has 20,000 views. It was interesting art, I'll say that. I don't know if it made me want to buy the game, but look at the comments. The best trailer from today and the dev team was abused. Seems 2020 enough. Don't support this product. You'll be supporting abuse and IP theft. Imagine working on this and not getting paid a single cent. This will never get released. Not with the amount of pirated software that was used in creating it revealed. Just itching for multiple lawsuits. Don't support this game. The dev team just quit. You know, this is a bad look. I'm surprised that Sony hasn't turned off the comments, considering what we saw with Naughty Dog when they turned off the comments. You know, we're not seeing that here. They turned off the like to dislike ratio. They turned off the comments. Not something we've seen on any other PlayStation game. Just the Naughty Dog one. Just the ones involving Last of Us 2. Crazy how that works. But not a good look right now for Aeon Must Die. Some people got excited about this trailer, but who knows if this game will ever see the light of day with all this impending legal stuff. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Again, we got to kind of take it with a grain of salt, but at first glance, it looks like this is a legitimate story. What do you think? Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.